41 years old, stepping onto the pitch for an unprecedented sixth time at the biggest tournament on earth, the last dance has officially begun for Cristiano Ronaldo. When Portugal's head coach Roberto Martinez released his 27-man squad for the 2026 World Cup in North America, it sent an absolute shockwave around the globe. But you know what? We didn't just want to buy into the hype. We wanted the cold, hard facts. So we fed the statistics, the injury reports, and the tactical data into our models to ask AI one simple question. What can we actually expect from Cristiano Ronaldo this summer?
So here is the first massive question we need to answer. Can a 41-year-old forward actually defy human physiology to dominate a sixth World Cup? Think about it. In modern football, the demands of pressing, sprinting, and recovering are just absolutely astronomical. For an outfield player, especially a striker, to even be on a World Cup roster at 41 is basically a biological anomaly. It's a huge testament to his obsessive physical maintenance for sure, but it also raises some really serious questions about how he can be utilized against younger, much faster defenses.
And then there's the second monumental question on the line. Will he reach that mythical 1,000 career goals milestone before lifting the one and only trophy that has eluded him? Our data-driven projections of this final tournament suggest that this crazy individual milestone is mathematically within reach. And honestly, it might just be the ultimate fuel for his competitive fire.
Let's set the stage by looking at the sheer historic magnitude of this 2026 tournament. Roberto Martinez putting Ronaldo on this squad isn't just a nod to past glories. It represents a totally unprecedented chapter in the history of international sports.
6. That is the magic number. Cristiano Ronaldo is officially the first male player in history to be selected for 6 different World Cups. I mean, he made his debut way back in 2006 in Germany, and he has appeared in every single iteration since then. Maintaining an elite standard over a 20-year international span is a record of longevity that even our AI models struggle to find historical comparables for. He is in an absolutely exclusive club of one.
But before anyone can even dream of the final, Portugal has to survive the immediate tactical challenges they're going to face in North America, starting with Group K.
Let's do a rapid breakdown of their schedule. They kick things off on June 17th against DR Congo in Houston, followed by Uzbekistan a few days later. But focus on that final group match on June 27th against Colombia in Miami. The AI models and our data analysts highlight this specific game as the true litmus test of Portugal's competitive level. Colombia's physicality and speed are going to immediately expose any defensive vulnerabilities or lack of pressing from Portugal's front line.
But here's where the narrative shifts significantly from previous World Cups. Portugal's roster is ridiculously stacked. You've got Vitinha operating as the midfield engine, Bruno Fernandes pulling the creative strings, João Neves emerging as a total world-class rising star, and Bernardo Silva acting as the elite playmaker. The crucial takeaway here is that unlike 2010 or 2014, Portugal boasts arguably the best midfield on the planet. They literally no longer need Ronaldo to drop deep, create chances, and single-handedly carry the attack. The supply line is virtually flawless.
And this brings us right to the ultimate tactical debate. Does he play as the starting striker, or is he better used as an impact substitute? The data is crystal clear on both sides. On one hand, his sheer presence in the penalty box is unmatched. His movement and finishing are still elite. On the other hand, at 41, not being able to execute a high press for 90 minutes makes him a potential liability as an undisputed starter against top-tier passing teams. Forcing that incredible midfield to cover his running could completely unbalance Martinez's system.
So, let's dive deep into the core statistical analysis and our AI-driven projections regarding his actual physical form and scoring output right now.
957. That is his official career goal tally heading into this final stretch before the tournament. Statistical projections show he needs just 43 more to hit that impossible 1,000 goal mark. And based on his current scoring rate in the Saudi Pro League and international qualifiers, our AI models project he'll be crossing that 1,000 threshold right around the World Cup timeline. That adds a massive, incredible layer of individual drama to every single match he plays. Now, we definitely have to address the physical reality. In late February 2026, Ronaldo suffered a hamstring tendon injury against Al-Fayha. He immediately traveled to Madrid for specialized therapy, and remarkably, by April, he was back on the pitch. According to Martinez's medical staff, this wasn't a chronic issue, and their testing confirmed his aerobic capacity is still at an elite international standard. The guy's recovery speed literally defies his age. And if anyone is doubting his effectiveness, you just have to look at his efficiency under Roberto Martinez. In 30 appearances under the Spanish manager, Ronaldo has scored a staggering 25 goals. The data simply does not support the argument that he's finished. You can't argue with that kind of output.
When the team is built to supply him inside the box, he absolutely still delivers at a world-class rate.
Just let these international men's records sink in. 226 appearances, 143 goals. These aren't just numbers. They're the absolute benchmark of men's international football. The data proves he remains a lethal weapon. When he's deployed correctly and surrounded by younger players who can do the heavy lifting in transition, his footballing IQ and finishing instincts make him a terrifying prospect for any defense.
Which actually brings us to a highly revealing quote from Martinez himself. He recently said, "Now we've got 5 substitutions, it's almost like we've got a starting team and a finishing team." What's fascinating here is the hidden implication. Martinez is suggesting that modern football is no longer just about the starting 11. Ronaldo's ideal role might actually be as the ultimate weapon in that finishing team. A late-game, high-impact player coming on against tired legs to do exactly what he does best: score.
Moving away from the cold, hard data, we really need to talk about the undeniable emotional weight of this tournament, because this right here is the final chapter of a 20-year international journey. It's the last dance.
Ronaldo himself has admitted, "This one definitely would be my last World Cup." That single sentence underlines the immense stakes. Everything he does in North America is going to be viewed through the lens of finality. The psychological drive to leave absolutely everything on the pitch is going to be at an all-time high, both for him and for every single player around him.
Because let's remember the ultimate context here. Despite winning the European Championship in 2016 and the Nations League, the World Cup is the one major trophy missing from his historic legacy. It is the missing jewel in the crown. Winning it wouldn't just cap off the greatest international career in history, it would permanently cement his undisputed status in the eyes of his country.
And the rest of the team knows this. The squad is rallying around 2 massive emotional pillars right now. First, they are fighting for their captain's ultimate legacy, and second, they are highly motivated by the tragic loss of their teammate Diogo Jota last year. Midfielder Vitinha beautifully summed it up when he said, "The goal is to win the World Cup with him and for him." This squad is united by a deeply emotional core, and in tournament football, that kind of bond can often be the difference between bowing out early and actually lifting the trophy.
So we've looked at the unprecedented milestone of a 6th World Cup, the tactical dilemmas, the AI data projections, and the immense emotional motivation driving this Portuguese side. What's the final verdict?
Here is where I want to turn the analysis over to you. Will Cristiano Ronaldo defy human biology once again and exceed all expectations to lead Portugal to glory? Or, for the sake of tactical balance, should Roberto Martinez focus entirely on this new dynamic generation of players and use Ronaldo strictly as a backup plan? I really want to know what you guys think about this. Drop your thoughts, your debate points, and your predictions in the comments down below. And hey, while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Give this explainer a like if you enjoyed the deep dive, and let us know what topic or player we should analyze with our AI models next. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.